Yeah,
You want me to tell you how this started?
exactly.
You want me to tell you how this started?
I'm interested, but let
Okay,
me
I'm gonna
just
tell you. I'm gonna give you context. I'm gonna give you.
let me just finish the
Okay, go ahead.
sentence.
Please,
Let me
please,
just
go ahead.
yeah, sure. I need to hear the context, but what I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
is, look, what you're saying is America gave opportunities to white people, and if they did the same to black people will just be elevated. That is true. Oppression is not a good thing to anybody,
Right.
but you still can't like deny that there was deep racism in the American society as a whole, that they still till now are in a way favoring those who have lighter skin, and in a way still are oppressing black people
Thank you,
and giving
Capri.
them less opportunities, giving them less opportunities because of their skin color. So that is a thing. That is a
That is
thing.
fact.
But on the same on the same in the same way, there is some problems within the community itself. Not saying it's because of who they are or the skin color or for their origin. It's unrelated. It's how do you
It's
say it?
because, like I said, Capri, they're acting white.
It's not acting white.
You know what I mean by that? I'm saying it on purpose because damn, this feel like deja vu. Because I'm triggering Rock Badger. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Irish and Italians were white people, and they're not doing nothing different than any white immigrant that came before them are doing. That's the entire point, Capri. When he came on here earlier, Jeff was talking all this shit about black people, this and that. They do all this crime, and he's a white man. So I'm like, well, damn, Jeff, you too busy worried about black people. Do you even know what's going on in your community? I'm gonna show you the irony about it. Rock Badger is trying to. What Rock Badger's actually doing? Yeah, what Rock Badger's actually doing, I don't know the poetic word for it, but it's bringing it back full circle. My response is what you call fighting a bully. It's like when a bully hits you and you're like, oh, hell no, I'm going to hit you back, right? Like you need to go home. A bully come and try to talk about what you got going on in your life, like it's oppressing him. But then his whole time in his house, and the whole time in his house, hold on, Capri.
Just a thing, just a thing. We might want to need hear from Rock Badger.
I'm about to let him respond to this because he's going to spaz out.
Yeah.
And if it was me saying
But
it,
I'm actually on nobody's side. I'm just stating what I'm
Okay.
seeing as fact. So
Okay.
I'm listening to you both, but I
Yeah.
agree with you. Yes,
Thank you.
there are deep problems that were caused by the racist white man way of dealing with black people that it gave the communities some bad acquired it's not intrinsic. It's not intrinsic. It's acquired.
Yeah.
Because what happened? Because if
Okay,
you
I
look
got
to
you.
other black communities, maybe in Africa or
Well, we don't say we're Africans.
and
That's the point. That's a lot of
Middle
point. That's a lot of point.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
but I got you, Capri. Let me say this.
In the Middle East or on the Africa, you
Yeah.
don't see the same problems. That's what I'm saying basically.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna tell you this, Capri. This is the best way I'm gonna break it down, right?
Mm.
If you think it's okay, so say you get two people who gets abused at home, right? Let's use this metaphor to fit Rock's Badger's hypothetical. If you take two people who gets abused at home by their father, right?
Yeah.
Right, and they both go to school. One kid bullies the other kid, and he's like, "Well, he's bullying him because his dad's hitting him at home, right?" And the kid that's getting beat up, what if that kid said, "Well, I can't beat him because I'm getting abused at home too"? It wouldn't be right. You think that's logically sound?
I mean, I don't think so. But
You think the other person?
That's what
No, this exactly what this exactly what it is. I'm gonna prove it. So when you go home, right?
So let's
Hold up. I'm gonna mute him. I'm gonna mute him. Hold up. Let me finish. When you go to that school and say these two people come from the same household, one they're getting both abused at their household, and one decides to bully the other kid, and if the other kid fights back, and you start to condemn him, be like, well, you can't hit him, you got this going on. That's Rock Badger. Rock Badger is mad at black people. I'm saying black people because I'm representing black people today, because I care about my people, and I'm not just solo dolo. What he was saying. He's chastising them for fighting back. That's my problem with Rock Badger. He don't want black people to fight back because in his sense, fighting back will make you a hypocrite. That's it. And if y'all gonna mute Jeff and Tao. Hey,
is that what Tao said, or is that what Rock Badger said?
that's what Jeff. It started off with Jeff. And Jeff, let them know that you called me a nigger. Say that too, Jeff.
No,
God
Capri Sun.
damn.
That wasn't Capri Sun. That wasn't my point. What these Hebrew Israelites
Yeah, I
do.
want
Yeah,
to
I
hear.
did. I
I want to hear.
did. I
Yeah,
did. And it was
hold on, Jeff,
because
hold
I
on.
was talking to him
Jeff,
about
Dude, I'm really
theology,
not
and he
interested in
decided to
listening to
call white
racists, so you
people
can shut the fuck up,
pedophiles.
man. You can shut the fuck up, man. I'm not really interested in listening to
Yeah,
racists. So.
yeah. So Capri Sun, this is the point that I'm
Yeah,
trying to
what's up?
illustrate. What Hebrew Israelites do is they live in some fantasy land. Because notice how every time I asked him a question, he went to something else. He called me names. He called me a woman hater. He called me a virgin, an insult, whatever he called me.
Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
necessarily like that, but it's still misrepresenting the point. So I want to hear
Yeah,
it
yeah.
from you. You know.
Yeah. So the point is because Hebrew Israelites believe that white people are all damned to hell. Okay. They don't like white people.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Let
I'm
me just
familiar with the belief
yeah.
system.
Let me just preface this, okay?
Okay.
I don't have allegiance to anybody. Honestly, I don't like a lot of people. White, black, Chinese, whatever. Okay. I just like the
Sure.
truth and I like facts. That's all I like, right?
Sure. I
He
think we
made
all
the
do.
point to Jeff. He made the point to Jeff earlier, right? Well, population control among you guys is bad because you guys are sticking your dick in all the kids. First of all, that's not exclusive to white people. That's retarded to say. First of all, second of all, I asked him. That's why I asked him a question about rape and murder earlier, right? Like if somebody gets raped, at least they can still live if they don't get killed, right? But if you kill
Sure.
somebody, that's number one. That's decreasing the population, and a bunch of myriad of factors on top of that, right?
So you're talking
So
about objective facts here. You're talking about like
correct.
if we put morality on the side here, raping somebody is still alive, but killing somebody you just lost the soul. So that's what you're saying.
Correct. Well,
All right.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. And I'm even saying it's measurably true, right? If somebody doesn't
Yeah, it's
live,
measurably true, but immoral. But yeah, but putting morality on the side
yeah,
here. Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
I never
carry on.
denied that, right?
Yeah,
I would
carry
even
on, carry
argue
on.
that yes, they are equally bad. I even gave it to him. I said yes, I agree with you. Biblically, it's the same, right? But we're not. I'm not talking about that. He went to the Bible because he knows I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about measurably true, right?
All
So
right.
he keeps saying that I hate white people because I asked the question. He keeps talking about, well, Italians killed each other. That's whataboutism. We're not talking about the white people. I'm talking about the population issue that's prevalent in the black community right now via abortions and via the murder that we commit to one another, right?
Okay, and his
So my
argument is
thing,
it's caused because of the white man. That's what he say.
yeah, which is retarded. Exactly.
Okay, okay. So again, from what I'm hearing, is two things can be true at the same time. Sure, the racism and the oppression of the white man against the black man, and in America specifically and the world in general, that is a thing that caused a lot of irreparable damage. I agree. But also at
Okay.
the same time, there are community problems that you don't see. It's not exclusive to black people because of the skin color. You don't see these
Yeah,
problems in Africa because if you look at
Son.
just let me finish the sentence. If you look at black nations, black predominant nations like South Africa or Niger, for example, or Mauritania, right? These countries ban abortion. Is it because they're Christian nations? Yeah, Niger maybe, but Mauritania isn't. South Africa is not predominantly Christian. There's a lot of atheists there, but still, abortion is largely banned in many provinces in South Africa. Not the entirety of South Africa. Like it's not a country law. I believe it's province by province, just like it's state by state in the United States. So it's not a
Yeah,
black exclusive issue. It's the black community in America issue that due to problems that are acquired, not intrinsic to people other than people. I think
Hold up. I can respond. I can respond now. I can respond now, Capri.
Capri Sun, real quick.
yeah, sure.
That's not even true too. He says whitey, right? Racism was a lot more prevalent in the 40s, and you don't see the crime you see today. This guy does not know what the fuck he's talking about. It was more racism back in the day and less murders. What is he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Listen, Capri
By the
Sun,
way,
let me help
I'm
you out. Don't
confused now. So
hold up. No,
what
no,
you're
no.
saying, what
Hold
you're
up.
saying
Hold
is
up, Capri Sun. Capri Sun.
acquired.
No, hold up. Let me.
Yeah,
No, I'm got you.
Sure.
Listen, I told you he's a Charlie Kirk follower. Don't cut me off. The reason I say this is because all his talking points are funny as hell.
You can just argue against the point.
I get you.
Scare.
I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. I'm about to mute him again because he's going. Once I start really attacking his spirit, he started getting crazy. All right, listen. He said that there's more. It was more racism in the 1940s and less crime then. So now his point is that it's not as racist as the 1940s, yet black people are still doing more crime. You see, that's his point, right? I hear his point. I still demand his position. You know why? Because these are old white talking points. Charlie Kirk white talking points. Yo, let me ask you this. Hold on, I get you. Hey, Capri Sun. Hey, Capri.
Is actually shared. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it all the time. I'm gonna tell you how dumb. I'm gonna tell you how dumb and retarded it is, right? And this is why I know it's not his own free will and why he hates black people. Do you know when Ronald Reagan sold drugs to black people, like the crack epidemic? You know what year was that?
That is a very prevalent.
Okay, is that before or after 1940?
Doesn't matter.
That was after, but sure.
That was after the 1940s. See how easy it is to debunk all his shit? Now you gotta tell me, Capri, why in the hell would Ronald Reagan, the president of the United States, do such a thing?
Bro,
you see, Payne. I think Payne agrees with him too. Listen, Jeff called me a nigger, and that's why I told him, Capri, that he's not a good white supremacist. Because if he actually cared about white people, his people, then he would salute all those crackheads he see in black communities. You know why? Because they had to become crackheads to save America from being a communist country. That is an entire fact. Can you be quiet? Learn some discipline, man. You acting like the women that you hate. Thank you. So when he said this too, he said that we hate white people. That's a damn lie, Capri. Me myself, I love John Brown. John Brown is a man that it's an amazing man. John Brown, that man right there, man. He's a good, honorable man. So that's a first lie. And we do not believe all white people are going to be damned to hell. I don't even believe in hell in the afterlife. He lied again. White people will be in the kingdom of heaven. If white people are not going to be in the kingdom of heaven, then I don't want to go there. I need white people in the kingdom of heaven because I need work to be done. What's the next point he said? Hold up. You gotta quiet. You gotta learn to be disciplined, man. You act like a woman. I was quiet the whole entire time. Learn to be quiet, man. Thank you. So then he talks about the abortions, right? Like, you'll be a dumbass to say that abortion's okay. Why in the hell would I agree with that? That's not the point. The point is that people are making.
I bet this dude looks like Kevin Hart.
Hold up.
So what's the problem with that?
I'm finna say something.
Just fucking
He's a little autistic looking, you know?
Jeff
Sure. Whatever, man.
See, now this is what happened last time, Capri. If I told Jeff that we need to check his hard drive to make sure there's no child pornography on there, then Rock Badger say you're wrong, man. You know black people got child pornography.
Yo, check my drive. My drive. The fuck you mean?
But you know why I should check his drive?
Weird
Hold up.
Hebrew
Hey, mute up.
are the ones you gotta watch. The pimps.
Oh my god, this is such an unproductive conversation. Can you fucking address my point?
Hey, can you fucking shut your mouth? Why? Hold on. Can you? Thank you. Hey, Rock Badger, shut your fucking mouth. Thank you. Stop acting like a little bitch. Hey, like them little bitches you hate, man. Shut your fucking mouth. All right, thank you. So no, Capri, I talk to you because you got a little, you more wise than them, right? I hate to say it. But Capri, if people,
I don't claim I'm wise, but thank you.
Yeah, but you have a little, non-biased. You can see that when somebody do something wrong, that's wrong, right? His point is that he hate abortion, right? I hate abortion. We all could agree, right? That's the common thing. Who in the hell would think abortion's a correct thing, right? But once again,
that's for sure.
Once again, he's bringing it up because this is another white supremacist talking points. It is meant to say that, well, if black people are killing their own children, then why is you blaming white people today? You ever heard somebody by the name of Margaret Sanger?
I'm familiar, but
Margaret Sanger. She came up with this whole idea. She was some other white woman who was obsessed with eugenics and tried to control the black race. So white people dedicate their life and time to make sure that black people's life could be eradicated. That's what happened. So now this man right here, Rock Badger, he's saying that, well, it's not the white man's fault. Even though it's the white man's fault, you still have the responsibility. That's their point. Their point is to try to take away the fact that this man did something so evil. And although he did something evil, I cannot hit back. That's who Rock Badger is. I can't, God forbid I hit back. So now I'm talking to some people who's responsible for making my woman do something so evil and vile. And I say, well, did he try to condemn us for it? So it's like making somebody become a drug dealer, then throwing him in jail for being a drug dealer. Like Ronald Reagan. Like you needed black people to sell drugs to fund the war, to beat Russia. but yet you put him in jail for doing so. You get my point? That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like you didn't give him no Medal of Honor for doing so. You didn't give him no Medal of Honor.
Yeah, sure. I understand your point. Actually, I think blaming the source of the problem is important, and identifying the source of the problem is important. But at the same time, like, would you argue? Like, I'm following your logic here. I'm asking, in good faith. I'm trying to follow I'm taking the argument to its logical extreme.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you blame like? Let's talk about a teenage soldier in the SS back in the times of Nazi army. I'm not again. I'm doing this in good faith. I'm just trying to see what your argument is comprised of. So we know for sure that teenager has got. Of course, he doesn't have killing people in his mind when he's 15 or 16, and he was brainwashed into hating the minorities that the Aryan supremacists in Germany told him to hate.
Mm-hmm.
Does that strip that teenager from agency? Like, sure, we know he's brainwashed. We know that he's been taught to hate people for no other, no good reason other than the Nazi party said so. But does that really strip him from agency? Like, just because he's brainwashed or just because he has been, affected by outer environmental factors, does not strip that person from agency. And even if he did bad, he would still, if we live in a fair world, of course, that teenager, if he grew up and fought for the SS, he'd be in Nuremberg.
What's the only way, Capri, that somebody could repent from that? Like, if you take this person, if I heard you correctly, right?
That's actually what I'm asking. I don't know. I'm
gonna tell you why.
If somebody was actually so brainwashed to the point of hating people without a good reason,
right?
But that does not, in my opinion, that does not strip them from agency. They still need to
exactly. But they need. But what do they need?
I don't know.
This is common psych. I told them this is common psychology. Yeah. Let's make this some woman who gets raped, right?
Sure.
A woman who gets raped, women who get raped, they kind of have, what they say, daddy issues and become a whore. It's common psychology, right? I'm not making this stuff up. It's common psychology. Yeah, right? What's the only way that could really stop her? By confronting the person that molested her. Then from that point on, she could reclaim back what's hers and not do the thing that another man's responsible for. That is my stance. If you want black people to stop, hold up, Capri, hold up. If you want black people to stop, if you want black people to stop having abortions, if you want black people to stop selling drugs, then you need to show them who their molester is. Who's the person that made them do it in the first place? And people like Rock Badger does not give that to black people. All they give is hate turned inwardly. They believe that we just like this because it's our culture when we have been systematically, what's the opposite of systematically? Physically, straight direct abused. That's the point. And only a wise man, a simple man will understand that. A simple man will understand that if somebody had been abused, then he has to confront his abuser in order to change. That's what needs to happen. Yet we have been denied that. We have been denied saying that this man hurt us. This man made us do things I did not want to do. I was taken advantage of. Like, you could understand that for somebody who's not the victim. Like, if some white guy grew up in being a bully or grew up harming people and he said, oh, I was like this because I was brainwashed, somebody would have compassion on that person. Yet the victim do not get compassion. And that's my issue with Rock Badger.
I definitely hear you.
Yeah.
Definitely hearing that.
And that's the issue. If me and him both say abortion is bad, he would never say, though, it's not other people's fault. Like, he would never say that. However, and this is not you, Capri, but majority, I'll take this for like white people today, right? When I say white people, I'm not talking about every individual white person. I'm saying it like, as a group. Like, just because they call white today. Like, if I was talking about Russia, I would say Russians.